looking put together, the main goal is to look as intentional and neat as possible. So this means wearing outfits that look like they have a purpose, makeup that will accentuate certain features but maybe doesn't take too long to put on, and just overall looking like you have your life together even if the reality might be a little different. So starting off with makeup, you definitely don't need to wear a full face of makeup every day to look like you're put together. Honestly, if you can just make time for brows and mascara, maybe even a little bit of concealer if your skin's a little bit uneven in color, you're pretty much good to go. Doing your brows every day especially is super important, I think. It really just frames your face, and even if your brows aren't totally manicured and done, it can kind of give the illusion of that, you know? And going off of that, mascara, it's pretty subtle, but it definitely adds to the whole look, and just that little bit of time you spent on your brows and mascara makes it look like you spent a little bit more effort getting ready than you maybe actually did. Okay, so hair. For me, this is probably the most annoying part of my morning. I'm not that kind of person that can just wake up with really good looking hair. Even if I did my hair the night before, after I go to bed and wake up, it's just completely a mess. And unfortunately for me in this case, I do think that having neat hair that's very put together can really make it look like you have your whole life together, honestly. So what I'd recommend is, even if you don't have time for your outfit or even your makeup, make sure to put that effort in to make your hair look neat. This doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be fully curled or straightened or all done up, just slightly manicured to look like you didn't just roll out of bed. Now I know this sounds a little bit impractical, but honestly if you just have like a go-to set of styles you can do pretty easily in the morning, stick with those and you won't have to worry about looking like a mess. So moving on to outfits, I know this probably isn't what you guys want to hear, but just try to avoid wearing like overly casual clothes if not totally necessary. So basically what I mean is your baggy t-shirt and sweatpants, although really nice for lounging around the house and watching movies, doing some work at home, really comfortable in that situation, but if you want to look put together, definitely not what you want to wear when venturing outside the house. This isn't to say that like athleisure clothing isn't totally wearable, because it is, but it's just that you need to balance that out and make sure that it's not just like a full frumpy outfit. So speaking of balancing out your outfits, I do think it's really important to balance out the fit of your clothing. So what I mean by this is, if you're wearing some skinny jeans, don't pair it with a super tight shirt. And if you're wearing a pair of baggy jeans or a flowy skirt, pair that with a more form-fitting top. Now there are definitely exceptions to this rule, but for the most part, I think that balancing out your outfits is a great way to make sure you look put together. A couple other things you can do to make sure that your outfits always look on point is maybe master the French tuck. And what this is, it's basically just tucking the front part of your shirt in, not all the way around, just a little bit. And personally, I think this is a really great tactic for making sure that there's a little bit more contrast in your outfit, and it kind of helps break it up a little bit more, especially if you're wearing like a very simple t-shirt. Just tucking it into the front of your jeans will really accentuate not only your waistline, but also just makes it look a little bit more put together. Another thing you can do is wear a leather jacket. Now this is definitely one of my all-time closet staples. If you want to see some recommendations I have for closet staples, I will link that video at the top of the screen right here. Honestly, if anything, just filling your closet with a bunch of basics is definitely the way to build a really nice put together wardrobe. And like I said, a leather jacket is definitely one of those items, and just adding that to any one of your outfits kind of just adds like an edge to the outfit, and it makes it look a lot more structured and just kind of like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, I look good and I know it, like that kind of vibe. Accessories are also a very important part of any outfit. Now over accessorizing is definitely a thing, and I would try to avoid that as much as possible, but just having some jewelry that you wear as a staple pretty much every day, that's really nice to have. And also maybe just adding some fun earrings to accentuate a kind of more simple outfit is really great. And also I think just like making sure that your jewelry matches and has the same type of metallic tone. So for example, I like to wear gold jewelry and I really stick with that. Doing that will definitely make you look a lot more cohesive in your whole outfit. And finally, before you walk out the door, just spray a little bit of perfume on. It's just a little something that not only will make you feel like you're very put together, but also the people around you will definitely notice. And just take note of the fact that you smell good and you put in that extra effort in the morning. Okay, so moving on to some more long-term things that can also help you feel more put together, not just look put together. So my first tip would be to just make sure that your skin and your nails are taken care of. Now this doesn't mean having perfect skin by any means or having your nails painted all the time. It's just kind of like a little self-care thing that will make you feel a lot more organized and just like on top of everything you're doing in your life. Honestly, these are mostly just more subtle things you can do, and it is more about how you feel. Like, I think that when my nails look good and my skin looks good, I just feel more put together, but also this is something that other people will notice, and when they see you with your great nails, great skin, great outfit, they'll just see you as a more put together person. Another thing you can do is make sure you have these 5 essential things in your purse at all times. So number 1, make sure you have a pair of sunglasses. This is great if you don't have time to do your makeup in the morning. Whether you didn't get enough sleep the night before, or you didn't have time to do any makeup, or maybe you're just like not feeling it today, you look a little bit slumped, sunglasses can completely fix that. The second thing you definitely want to have is a nail file. I don't know about you guys, but when my nail breaks in the middle of the day, I don't have a nail file. It is the worst feeling. And keeping a nail file with me has definitely helped me feel a lot better about that and just like more on top of my game. You also want to make sure you have some extra lipstick with you and a charger for your phone or laptop or whatever you bring on the daily, basically. There's nothing worse than your phone dying in the middle of the day and having to go around and ask people for a charger. Not only is that pretty annoying, but it definitely adds to your whole not put together kind of vibe, so make sure you have that phone charger with you. And last but not least, a pack of gum or some mints can go a long way. Having bad breath can definitely hurt with your whole impression of other people, so just make sure you have that in your purse at all times. And last but not least, having a planner or a very organized calendar will not only help you feel like you have your life together, but also it'll help other people around you just see that you're an organized person. And just like being on top of your life and your schedule is definitely a great way to make sure people see you as someone who's responsible and just organized in general. So that was gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. I post new videos every single Saturday. I also have an Instagram and a Twitter, both at @Elbells, so go ahead and follow me in both of those, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!